How to build your self-worth. The secret to feeling like you're finally enough. You're exhausted from trying to be the better version of yourself, from giving more, fixing more, proving more just to feel like you are enough. But what if the version of you that's already here, the one under all the pressure, all the performance, is already worthy? Today, I'm going to tell you the truth. Self-worth isn't arrogance coated in perfection or pride. It's quiet knowing, not loud proving. Self-worth isn't performance. It's rooted in truth, not ego. Self-worth isn't defensiveness. It's peace, not posturing. Self-worth isn't entitlement. It's grounded dignity. Self-worth isn't vanity. It's choosing yourself without needing applause. Self-worth isn't measured by achievement. It's a quiet knowing that you're enough, with or without proof. Self-worth isn't built on walls. It's openness with boundaries, not armor. Self-worth isn't something you earn. It's something you remember. And the moment you do, you become unstoppable. Welcome back to For Every Woman XO, your safe space for growth, glow, and getting free. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel and stay connected to content that helps you rise, reflect, and return to yourself. Today we're talking about how to build real self-worth, the kind that holds you steady, even when everything else is shifting. This video is not about inspiration overload. It's about self-trust, inner grounding, integration, and coming home to yourself. Because if you've ever felt like you had to prove your value, if you've ever tied your worth to your productivity, your beauty, or your relationships, this one is for you. This is how to build real self-worth, the kind that isn't shaken by silence, rejection, or comparison. Let's begin. Self-worth isn't confidence. Let's clear this up. Confidence is how you feel about your abilities. Self-worth is how you feel about your existence. Confidence says, I can do this. Self-worth says, even if I can't, I'm still valuable. So even when you fail, even when you disappoint someone, even when the mirror feels unkind, self-worth whispers, you're still allowed to belong to yourself. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be honest. The approval loop is a trap. Most of us were taught to look outside for validation. Gold stars, compliments, being chosen. But here's what no one tells you. The more you chase approval, the more disconnected you become from your own voice. You start editing your personality just to fit the room. You swallow your needs to seem easygoing. You stay quiet, not because you agree, but because you're scared they'll leave. And over time, you forget. Your voice matters even when it shakes. Your needs are valid even if no one else claps. You are allowed to take up space even if no one else is clapping yet. Signs you're struggling with self-worth. It's not always obvious. Low self-worth can look like apologizing for things that aren't your fault, over-explaining your boundaries, feeling guilty when you rest, thinking you need to earn love through sacrifice, struggling to say no unless you have a reason that sounds good enough. And deep down, you might feel like just being yourself isn't really enough. Let me say this clearly. You are not broken. You've just been conditioned to believe your value is conditional. It is not. Real self-worth is quietly powerful. You know what self-worth really looks like? It's subtle but steady. It's not oversharing to prove your openness. It's not snapping back to show you're unbothered. It's not announcing your boundaries with fireworks. It's quiet but clear. I'm okay with being misunderstood. I no longer negotiate with versions of me I've outgrown. It's honoring your truth without needing applause. It's choosing to validate yourself without becoming arrogant. You don't have to prove your worth, but you do have to protect it. How to rebuild it, gently. Let's talk about how to rebuild your self-worth from within. Rebuilding starts with reconnection. So how do we start again? We don't start with noise. We start with homecoming. Try this. Notice your needs. Most women are taught to meet everyone's needs but their own. Self-worth starts by asking, what do I need right now? Be radically honest with yourself, even if the truth is uncomfortable, especially when it is. Honesty is the beginning of healing. Forgive yourself for abandoning you. Every version of you was doing the best she could, even the one who settled, overgave, or forgot her glow. Self-worth isn't just built in affirmations. It's built in alignment, in choosing yourself, even when no one else does. What worthiness feels like? Let's make it plain. Self-worth looks like leaving the room you no longer belong in with no drama, just clarity. Saying no without guilt and yes without over-explaining. Choosing peace over proving. Feeling okay when people misunderstand you. Showing up without performing. Feeling safe in your own company. Self-worth's not ego. It's emotional clarity. And when you root into it, you begin to attract better. Not by force, but by frequency. Let go of the lie that you're too much. Let go of the lie that you have to fix yourself to deserve love. Let go of the lie that being chosen means you're valuable. Because here's the truth. You were already enough. Before the glow-up. Before the degree. Before the man. Before the applause. You've always been enough. You just forgot. Let this be the moment you remember. If you had self-worth rooted so deeply in you that nothing could shake it, how would you dress? How would you speak? How would you stop apologizing for your existence? That version of you is already inside. Let's meet her. You don't have to become someone else to feel enough. You don't have to keep fixing what was never broken. You just have to remember who you were before the world told you otherwise. That girl, the one who danced freely, laughed loudly, believed in magic. She didn't earn her worth. She embodied it, and so can you. Self-worth doesn't come from what you do. It comes from who you decide to be to yourself. So ask yourself this. Do I feel emotionally safe with me? Comment below. What's one thing you're choosing because you know your worth? Subscribe to For Every Woman XO. Because when you know your worth, the world starts rising to meet you. And if this spoke to you, give it a like, share it, save it and return to it. Because self-worth isn't a destination. It's a daily decision. I recommend watching this next. Feminine Self-Control. It offers graceful, empowering ways to master your emotions, desires and impulses without dimming your warmth or intuition. Until next time, you are For Every Woman XO.